Hi, welcome back to another video. It's grey and cool August bank holiday Monday. I found myself about to start a 4-night trip. Oh, very boring, but I'm off to York Roundtree Park. There's always something to keep me occupied in York, and with the campsite being so central, if you can get a space on there, it is quite hard. It seemed rude not to, so I'm all loaded up. I'm just about to leave the storage yard, pick up some fuel on the way, and then I'm heading over to York. Should be there for round about 1:45, so avoid that that 1 o'clock queue that always seems to be at Roundtree Park. So next stop, it's York. So here, all set up at Roundtree Park. Nice quick check-in, bit of a it's 3 o'clock. It's a lot milder than it was at home, so I think I'm going to head for a walk into town, and I think that will invariably involve calling for a pint somewhere. Well, it's looking like York is really busy. It is bank holiday Monday. There is a big park behind the campsite, so I thought rather than walking through the town, I'd have a quiet little nip down the walls, and the walls are absolutely crowded with tourists as well, which is good to see. So I've just jumped on to the walls at Bailey Hill, which is just up the road from the campsite. And I am heading round towards the station. We did do a full tour of the walls a couple of years ago, so for now I'm going to head hopefully in the right direction towards the station. Yeah, I know where I am. At the end of that road is my new favourite pub in York, the Golden Ball. I shall be popping in there at some stage on this trip. Some lovely, though no doubt incredibly expensive, small terraced cottages inside the walls. I'm just heading here to one of the gates. I'm not quite sure which one this is. Yeah, walls are very busy today. So a brisk walk, maybe 10-15 minutes. I'm round at the station. I'm just going to head to the next exit and drop down to the street. Just passing these apartments here in the Hudson Quarter. Bit of apartment envy there. What a fantastic location that would be to live. So just going to find the exit down to the street now. I'm at York Station, which means that the obvious contender for the first pint is the York Tap. Superb pint of tapped Bruco Jericho, 4% at the York Tap. I'm going to have to pace myself because there are quite a few stops potentially in this trip, but I do like to open with a pint, and that was an absolutely fantastic one. So I'm heading out of the station now, on to the next stop, which is it's going to be all new to me, somewhere I've never been before, not even sure which part of York it is, but thanks to Google Maps it should be about a 10-minute walk from the station. I know where I am and where I'm going now. Behind the walls here are the museum gardens. And this is when I was last here in July. I was working there at the Museum Gardens summer concerts. A couple of nights by the 90s Britpoppers Shed 7. So yeah, that was the last reason why I was in York. But my sense of geography and bearings is not brilliant, so I didn't realise I was so close to the station. So I think I can picture where my next destination is. I think it's just at the top of Marygate here on the left. Two big problems with doing pub videos. It's copyright. There was music playing in the York tap, which would have easily been picked up on the camera's microphone, and people. So whereas you would normally expect a Monday to be quite quiet, it is York, it is school holidays, and it is a bank holiday weekend, so I'll just have to take each one as it comes. So stop number 2, Minster Inn, very nice, multi-roomed. Had a lovely little outdoor yard at the back. But yeah, that was a lovely little spot, hidden away down Marygate. Don't know if these are the city walls or Abbey walls, but yeah, nice little quiet spot around the back of York. Unless there are concerts going on at the Museum Gardens. It did look busy then, not surprisingly. Right, I'm heading to the third stop now, which I do know where it is. I've passed it millions of times, but never ever been in. I've got to say it was a half that I had in the Minster Inn, a half of Ilkley Blonde 3.9. Very agreeable, good range of beers on the bar. I think halves might be the way forward for the time being. Well, that was different. I'm not sure that I would rush back. Quirky little decor. I've always been put off because it's been branded as a black sheep pub. And without being a terrible snob, black sheep just does not do it for me. But a very nice half of Rooster's easygoing assassin. Interesting, but I'm not sure that the Maltings does it for me. Right, following Google Maps, it's saying to turn off down here. I've never been here before, so we'll see if Google is lying to me. Well, I would never have known this was here. This really is a backstreet pub just off Micklegate. I'm trying out the Ackhorn, if that's how they pronounce it. Well, that was a discovery. a nice half of Northern Lights by Ainstey's, which is a brewery local to the York area. It's okay, a bit scruffy, just looked a bit tatty, but a proper little backstreet real ale pub. So now I'm going to head back down Micklegate. I'm going to head closer to the city centre, and I'm going to see if one of York's more sort of well-known, famous real ale pubs, see what that's all about. I'm heading to the infamous Blue Bell. Well, funnily enough, Blue Bell was packed. I mean, it is tiny, and even the back room, which I've never been in before, isn't big, and that was also full. But I was expectation management. I was expecting it to be busy. A lovely pint of, a lovely half, still on halves, of their in-house IPA brewed by Brass Castle, standing room only. And there's not even that much of that. Very busy, but worth popping in. But yeah, can't stay. It's time to move on. I'm heading down Warmgate now to the final 2 stops, which I think, according to Google Maps, are quite close to each other. Maybe later I might head back up this road once I've ticked off these final 2 stops. Previous video I turned right down there and headed to the Phoenix, but today I'm continuing all the way down Warmgate, and there are 2 places which, according to Google Maps, are pretty much right next to each other. Neither of them I've been to. I've never actually ventured this far down Warmgate before, so we shall see what they're like. City. Right, this is all new to me. I have no idea where I am down here. This is first time. So I'm going to cross over. I do like any pub that has vintage frosted glass windows. So I'm going to do, as this one is the furthest one out, I'm going to do the Wagon and Horses first, and then head back towards the city walls and the Rook and Gaskill. Yeah, I do love the sort of the Art Deco-y frosted glass. Nice touch. Well, sorry, Wagon and Horses, you've not really done it for me. More the decor than anything. Although it was the second pub of the afternoon where there has been a bar billiards table, which is something you don't see very often. Fabulous half of Oakham Citra. So a really good beer, served really nicely, but just in terms of pub ambiance, didn't really do it for me. So the last spot on this particular trip around York pubs is the Rook and Gaskill with over 50 beers and ciders. Oh, I might have at least one of them. So there we have it for this little wander around York. Ruck and Gaskill definitely had more going for it than the Wagon and Horses. All serving great beer, but the pub ambiance was very different. I might not rush back because I do have my favourites from the old, or from the previous video, the Golden Ball and the Swan. But definitely worth exploring. So now that the halves have finished with, that I've managed to get round them, all the pubs without drinking pints, because I would have been leathered by now if I'd drunk pints and everyone. I'm having a walk back down Warmgate. I'm going to call in at Brew York because I do like Brew York, and then I think it will be the Golden Ball on the way back. So if you've got this far, thank you for watching. Give us a like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one.